Hi, I'm Marvin Ferguson, that drywall guy. I'm here today to talk to you about a drywall tape that is a mold-resistant tape. It's called FibaFuse, and it's made by St. Gobain Technical Fabrics. It's called Fiba because of the fibrous nature of the tape, and Fuse because of the way it fuses with the joint compound. It's quite similar to the paper tape that we're all used to using, but there are some differences. So what I'm going to show you here today is some different tools and some different techniques that can easily be used to properly embed this tape. Anything that the do-it-yourselfer all the way to the professional could easily use.
One of the great things about FibaFuse Paperless Drywall Tape is that you can work with any kind of compound. Begin by adding water to your compound to thin it down a bit. Mix the water into the compound until you have a smooth consistency, similar to what you see here. Let's begin by hand applying FibaFuse to flat seams. You'll see that this process is very similar to applying paper tape, but FibaFuse won't stretch when wet like paper tape once it's embedded. Using a 6-inch knife and trowel, apply your first coat of compound just like you would with paper tape. Now place the FibaFuse tape over the seam. When you reach the end of the seam, FibaFuse is easily cut with your drywall knife or by hand. Use your drywall knife to embed the FibaFuse tape. Because FibaFuse actually fuses with the joint compound, less compound is actually needed. FibaFuse is versatile. It can be used on any seams, recessed or butted, flats or corners. Now let's try a couple of techniques for hand applying FibaFuse to a corner. Starting with a mud tube. Again, you'll see the resemblance to paper tape applications. Load your mud tube with compound and attach a corner taping head to apply the compound into the corner. FibaFuse has a center fold, making it easy to hand apply in corners. There's no need to crease the tape, because the fold line allows FibaFuse to fold into the corner naturally and effortlessly. Embed the tape and remove excess compound with a corner trowel. A word of caution, there's a right way and a wrong way to use this trowel. Make sure you're holding it straight up and down. Avoid angling the tip of the trowel into the tape, since this may cause the tape to tear. Our second corner application uses a corner roller. First, place your tray into the compound and use it to help apply an even coat of compound to your roller. Then use the roller to apply the compound to the corner seam. Now you can apply FibaFuse to the seam. Once again, you can see how the fold makes application easy. Embed the FibaFuse and remove excess compound with your corner trowel, making sure to use the correct technique. A great advantage of FibaFuse over paper tape is in covering dry spots. There's no need to remove a section of tape. Because FibaFuse is porous and fibrous, all you need to do is add compound over the dry spot, and the compound will flow through the tape to correct the problem. FibaFuse can be embedded just like paper tape, with more than just a corner trowel. You can use a variety of corner rollers and finishers, as you see here. FibaFuse can be used with your automatic taping tool. After the automatic taper is filled with compound, load a roll of FibaFuse onto the tool. You'll need to make a slight modification to the pin on the automatic taper to ensure that FibaFuse is applied properly. Release the advancement pin so you can manually index the tape. Continue to use the automatic taper to apply FibaFuse as you would for paper tape. To finish, you can use any type of corner tool you choose to embed the FibaFuse tape. If you want to use a super taper, load the FibaFuse just like you would load paper tape. Pull the FibaFuse through the compound and get ready to tape. Now apply the FibaFuse to the seams and embed the tape with your knife. FibaFuse will still fold into the corners easily, even though it already has compound on it. Embed the corners with any tool you choose. Of course, exercising care to prevent tearing the tape if using a flat drywall knife. You can use a banjo for FibaFuse applications, but as you see here, FibaFuse is loaded into the banjo somewhat differently than paper tape. Once you have loaded the FibaFuse, add in your compound. From here, you can apply FibaFuse to the seams the same way you would with paper tape. Again, embed FibaFuse with your preferred tool. FibaFuse makes fixing tears uncomplicated. If you do put a tear into the tape, repairs are quick and easy, unlike with paper tape. Just add some compound over the tear and then layer a piece of FibaFuse right over the tear. There's no need to remove the tape and replace it. Just add FibaFuse over the tear. Embed the new section and you're all set. After each coat of compound is dry, you can sand FibaFuse. Since FibaFuse actually fuses right into the compound, less compound is needed to embed FibaFuse. And that means that less sanding will be required to create a perfectly smooth finish.
So there, I've shown you a variety of ways to properly embed the FibaFuse mold-resistant drywall tape. You can see that it's actually a very easy to embed product. It's not really prone to any kind of bubbling. It's very thin and easy to embed in the compound. And like I said, it can easily be embedded with a variety of tools that the do-it-yourselfer or the professional already has. The one issue was it being relatively easy to cut when you embed it in an inside corner and you use a regular drywall taping knife. So that's the one tool you want to avoid. Other than that, it's very similar to embedding regular paper tape, but you're offering your customers a mold-resistant product.